think I'm live. That took a lot. And I don't know why it was so hard today. But anyway, as you guys get on, let me make sure this is all chat. Sometimes it likes to do just top chats. I don't know if that excludes anyone, but changing that up, you can leave a comment when you're here. But I am doing my nails today because I'm tired of having chip nail polish. My daughter, I usually don't paint my nails anymore, but every now and then my daughter will ask to paint my nails. And so she painted my nails, and I've just been chipping away at them like I do because I'm just really bad at picking up my nails when I have, like, the nail polish starts to go. So, finally taking the color off, and I'm going to put on some Magic Press. And these look kind of cute. I might have to trim my nails, they're getting kind of long. In order to fit these are medium. But anyway, oh yeah, I didn't even say, let me post real quick on Instagram because I wasn't even sure if I was going to go live. And let me let them know. I'm sorry. Anyway, just posting that over there because I really wasn't sure if I was going to go live today. But we're doing it. Should I put a link? I think I could put a link to this. Let me put a link in my post on Instagram. And I think I can take it right to the live chat. It's so nice to have the ability to link stuff in Instagram now. There we go. Let's do that. Oh, hey, Cara. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. How are you doing, Cara? I love your name. Every time I see it with the 2 A's, Cara, it's very pretty. Getting ready for work. Oh, fun. I hope it's fun for you. Are you doing your makeup? I always like to do YouTube when I am getting ready in the morning, even though it's been a long time since I was up early getting ready before the kids woke up. But I always enjoy listening to YouTube. Hope it's going to be a good day for you. Today's been kind of rough for me, but hopefully it's good for you. Yes, okay. Well, nice. I don't know if you missed it, but I am just doing my nails. I'm taking off my nail polish right now. I'm gonna, that's strong. Gonna put on some Dashing Diva. I didn't even tell you guys the style. These are Magic Press in, I always struggle to find the name. Oh, it's, no, it's not on the side. Okay. These little, like, cow print. I'll just do that. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I am snacking on some salty pretzel sticks. I got the salty kind because I need all the salt because that just tastes good right now. I know you've been kind of sick. Yeah, today was rough. I thought today would be better because this past week has been pretty bad, and yesterday was better. So it's like, okay, cool. Just in time for Thursday. It should be good to go. I typically am pretty good, but then I'll just get some bad days out of the blue, and it just does not go according to plan. And today was definitely one of those days. Like, I don't know why, it just did not go well. But we are here trying to get some protein in my body. I think that's plain enough. And some food and salt feels really good. So that is what I'm doing. But yeah, these look really cute. I tend to not like clear see-through ones, but we're gonna try them. I like the look of like the see-through ones, except for like when you actually put them on, when you can see your actual nail through them. I wish they were like, had the appearance of clear, but they were just like a pinky color to the polish and they weren't see-through. Because I don't like when I can see my nail through them. And I think these are going to be the kind where you can see your nail through them, yeah. Oh well, I think they'll still be cute. They'll be fun. So they'll be like that. I just have to make sure when I press them down, I press it down well, because if you get any air bubbles, then you can really see the air bubble because it's clearish. Okay, so I'm just gonna size them all up and see if you guys have anything you want to talk about. I was gonna talk about like new makeup, but nothing might just come up. I don't know if it's just me or maybe just what I was looking at. There was one thing I forgot. Let me go look at it because it was like this morning or yesterday I saved. I was like, oh, that's actually exciting. Oh, the Colored Rain. Colored Rain. Where is it? I'll just go to the page. the Colored Rain little 6-pan palettes. Those are finally going to be launching tomorrow, I think. They were teased months and months ago. Oh, I forgot I have to turn down the brightness. Here it is. Those. They were teased months ago. I could probably scroll forever and find the actual pictures. But I'm excited. I think they were stuck in customs or something. That green one, well something. I think I'm gonna pick that one up. They're gonna launch tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday, the 21st at 7 a.m. PDT, 9 a.m. CDT, 10 a.m. EDT. How much are they? I thought, oh, $16 each. You can get $60 for a bundle. I think I'm just gonna get the green one. I don't need a bunch. I placed an order with Playing and Makeup by ULTA for a couple of her palettes, so I don't need a ton. What do you think about BH Cosmetics? I'm shocked at BH Cosmetics, honestly. I cannot believe that they're filing for bankruptcy because I feel like last year they had a really good year, but I guess it wasn't so much last year, but the year before that. And last year, I guess they had some failed, but like they had a really good year with the monthly palettes. They had good holiday palettes. I am shocked, but I mean, it's not anything that happens right away. I suppose it's just like a cumulative problem. I haven't read into it fully to understand what exactly it means when you file for bankruptcy. Are they like closing down? Because I didn't see that like an announcement that they're closing down, and I don't know what happens once you file for bankruptcy. If you like, yeah, I don't know anything of the legal. I saw Kara C post a video about it, and she is a lawyer. I don't think she's like a business lawyer. I think she's a divorce lawyer. I could be mistaken. I think she is, but she's a lawyer, so she's in that field. I meant to go watch her video because she posted a video on it. They are going bankrupt. I think it's sad. Yeah, I know, super sad. And like I said, I thought they had a really good year last year, so it's always sad to see like businesses that are putting out all these releases, and we're just always amazed and either enjoying them or not, whatever the case is, of like everything that could be going on behind the scenes. It's just sad. So, um, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like I said, if that means that they're going to actually close, or if they just have to slow down, or if someone else is going to have to buy them out and take over, and they'll still continue on, but with just a new owner. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. I saw Angelica post a video about it too. I haven't watched either one of them. I need to actually watch a couple of them to see because I'm sure more people know more about it and know more about what that means than I do. Anyway, okay. Sorry, this is the boring part. I just have to match up all the nails. So there's some nails, they're really pretty, that are just here. Some nails are like plain just with the little cow print, but then some of them have like gold flecks on them. They're really pretty. So I think I want to do the gold flex for either my pointer finger or my ring finger. That tends to be what I like to do for my accent nails. But I think, I thought I just heard one of my kids moving, sorry. I think they only have like 3 nails with the gold stuff. Let me check. No, everyone's asleep. So let me see. 7 typically works for that, yeah. It'll probably be my pointer fingers, which will be fine. I saw that too. Have you watched either of their videos? I mentioned both Angelica and Cara. I don't know which one you were referring to, but you have to let me know if you watched either one of them. 8's a little small, but I think I'm going to make it fit. And then I'll put, what is this, 6? I had these written down once upon a time of like which nails fit on which of my fingers so that it would be quicker. But I've lost it, and every time I sit down to do my nails, I always forget to like rewrite them down. I do know that my pinkies are usually the smallest ones, which are like, yeah, 11s. That'll be just long enough. I probably should trim it, but oh well, I'm not going to trim my nails. I am feeling like a very like slow, lazy day today. It's raining outside too, which makes me even more like sleepy / not want to do anything. You said I saw both were up. I didn't watch any. Okay, yeah, I need to watch them too and see what they said about it. Because Angelica, I know she is or was a huge fan of all their releases, or not. I shouldn't say all their releases, but I know of their monthly releases. She was a pretty big fan of them, and Karen too. I saw her share on her Instagram. I don't think she's posted a video, but she said something on her Instagram, just sharing the information. She's really good at like sharing the new information in the beauty community. I always stay up to date by by following her stories because she's always sharing whatever she finds or whatnot, whatever's going on there. Oh wait, there's more nails here. I forgot. I always forget, but like there's the nails that go here, the nails in here, but then there's also you take this thing off and there's a bunch more nails. So look, there's more gold. There's more of those gold accent nails. So let me see. I saw both Rap, Cara using Menagerie. Oh, you're using Menagerie Per. I used that one a couple weeks ago. I think it was the beginning of January. I really like that palette. Oh, hey, Leah. I'm so glad you could make it. Sorry, I have a little cough. Did not mean to hack on camera, but hi, I forgot my water. I can't believe I forgot my water. I bring my water everywhere with me. It's almost like a habit now. I can't believe I totally forgot to bring it in here. But I hope you're doing well, Leah. Thanks for joining. I am, if you're obviously if you're just joining on now, I am doing my nails while the kids are napping, and I am using. Let me see. Hang on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got 10 nails. I am using Dashing Diva. No surprise there. But I'll go ahead and show you guys the kind of. I could not find. I'll look one more time, but I couldn't find the style anywhere. I'm pretty sure I got these at Ulta. Oh no, I didn't buy them at Ulta because Ulta stopped selling them. I was so bummed that Ulta only sells Dashing Divas, like sticker kind. I forget what those are called. The sticker kind, and they don't sell Magic Press as often or at all anymore, which I was super bummed about because I was getting them there for the longest time. Because you guys know, if I can buy it at Ulta, I try to just for the points and the whole reward system. So anyway, I think I bought these off of. I must have bought them from Dashing Diva when they were on sale. Anyway, they're these Dashing Diva. Again, I don't know the style, but they have. Sorry for the glare, but they have the little cow print on them, and some of the cow prints have little gold flecks on them. Okay. Oh, Celeste, hey. How are you feeling? Hey, did you see BH file for bankruptcy? I did. I commented a little bit at the beginning of the video, but basically, I'm shocked, and I haven't watched anyone's video. I definitely want to watch Kara C because I know she's a lawyer in that field, so I want to see what she says about it. And Angelica also posted a video on it that I haven't watched either one of them, but I can't believe they filed for bankruptcy just because of how popular they were last year. I feel like even their like holiday collection was popular. So I don't know what that means. Hopefully they're not going away forever, but I don't know. If BH is smart about restructuring, they will survive. Okay, so is it like a restructuring thing, Leah? Like I said, I have no idea what it means to like declare bankruptcy. Usually in the beauty world, when a brand is having trouble, it'll say like, "Hey, we're shutting down." So this is, I think, the first time I've seen a brand. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Declare bankruptcy, as opposed to like Coastal Scents, they just shut down. Hey y'all, hey Kieran, right? Kieran. I'm sorry, I struggle with pronouncing names, so I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I think it's Kieran. Hey, glad you could make it, Celeste. I hope so. At least it's warm where you are. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I'm very thankful. Oh my gosh, it's -8, Cara. I'm so spoiled by Florida. My husband, he was born in New Hampshire, or not born in New Hampshire. He was raised in New Hampshire, sorry, but grew up in New Hampshire. He loves the snow, and the thing he hates about Florida is that there's no snow, there's no winter. That's the thing I love about Florida because I'm just like I couldn't do the snow for that long. I like to go visit snow and then return home. I don't think I could. I could live in the snow. Wow, 8. -8, not even 8 degrees, -8. Celeste, yeah, they seem to be popular. Oh shoot, it says my connection is unstable. It's probably because of the rainy weather. I didn't even think about the fact that it was super rainy today would probably mess up my connection. I'm so sorry if it's starting to get a little iffy. Um, Karen, yes, Kieran. Okay, thank you so much for helping me. I always hate that I can't, like, I struggle pronouncing people's names because I feel bad, but thank you, Kieran. I'll remember that. Chrissy. Oh, hey, Chrissy. Hey, Kay, I made it. I ran too fast, but I got here. Aw, well, thank you. I hope you didn't hurt yourself running too fast. I hate running, but I'm glad you could be here. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it today, so I'm glad I sitting down and hopping on, even though I'm still trying to figure out the whole live thing. It was a struggle to get on today. Yes, Minnesota. Oof, that sounds cold. Are you in Canada? Okay, Minnesota. Okay, so I cleaned my nails pretty okay-ish. I actually have a little bit of residue, which of course I'm putting on like a transparent type of nail after wearing a red on my nails, which is probably not the best idea. I should have picked something darker. Please remember to whack that. Oh, Chrissy, you're so sweet. Yeah, if you want to like it, that would be great. I am like super, I feel like I'm very low energy today. I'm sorry. Very different from my typical videos, but anyway, I got my fingers all cleaned. Probably should trim a couple of them. Basically, this one is the only one, but I'm not going to. Okay, so now I'm going to move on. Karen, how's the pregnancy so far? We made it to week 9. I posted on my Instagram. Oh, Cara, thank you. I got to go to work. Thanks so much for coming over, and I hope you have a good day at work. I hope it's nice and smooth and no complications. I always tell my husband, I hope it's just a smooth, boring day. So I hope you have a good time at work. Thank you for coming. It was really sweet of you. Karen, it's finally sunny here in Canada. Canada. Oh my goodness, Canada. Oh, that's nice. It's not. It's a very cloudy, rainy day here, which just makes me feel very, very tired. Anyway, I think I was responding to Karen. I'm 9 weeks. I posted on my Instagram. I hit 9 weeks today, so we made it 9 weeks, and I posted something saying like every week, every time I can say I'm a week farther along is a week closer to feeling somewhat normalish. So I'm doing okay. Today's not been a good day, but oh, my second child just popped his head up, and he's always the first one awake. So I hope he sleeps like 15 more minutes so I can finish my nails. But anyway, this week's been rough, but we're living. We're surviving through it. So that's good. I'm still super nauseous. And everyone always, anytime I always talk about it, they always say, oh, like nausea is usually a sign that everything's going well. So there's that. And with my last, I miscarried at the beginning of last year, I think March. It was strange because I didn't really experience any nausea. And then I miscarried. So I was like, oh, I'm nauseous. So hopefully that means it's all worth it. I live in Arizona. Cold for us is in the 50s or 60s. See, that's my kind of cold. Okay, so I just did the prep pad. I don't think I'm doing a bad job showing. But they always come with a little prep pad. It's basically like alcohol, I think, but I just use it. And then I always like to double it up because I'm so hard on my nails, and I'm just taking this nail glue. This is from Clutch. I just have it open, so I'm trying to use it because they don't last super long. But I always like to put at least an extra drop of nail glue, and I'll spread it out on my nails before putting these on, and I just feel like it helps them last a wee bit longer. And then I press it on and hold it. I usually do this at night, like right before I go to bed, but when the kids go to bed, I go to bed, so I don't have any time at night anymore, so hence why I'm doing it now. Thanks for the video. Oh, that was Cara when she left for work. Thank you. I want to move to LA because of the sun. Yeah, LA is supposed to be super pretty. I lived in the middle of California for a little bit, right when we first got married for a year, and it was hot. It was hot, but in the winter it got pretty cold. Now I was in the middle of the state, so it was like in the valley, so it wasn't on the beach or anything like that. So maybe that's why it was pretty cold, and it got pretty cold in the winter, but no snow and stuff. And it was very weird because it like never rained. I remember when it like rained once or twice out of the year. It was so strange. And I had come from Florida, where it like rains every day in the spring. So that was always super weird. But it was pretty when we lived in California for a bit, when we went to the beach. But even then, in the middle of the state, I was like more farming country, had a lot of orchards and cow fields, or dairy farms and stuff like that. It was really neat. Sorry, one of my kids are moving. So anyway, I'm just pressing it on, and I like to hold it for, I don't know how long. I just hold it till I feel like it's done, but I think it's typically like 30 seconds. Where's everyone tuning in from? You have to tell me. Who was it? Was it Cara that said it was 8 degrees? So she was in Minnesota. I think it was Cara. Yeah, it rains a lot in Vancouver, but I love the West Coast. Vancouver, is that where you're from? I remember I was born in Alaska, so I remember my parents traveling over, or at least talking about Vancouver. I remember my life, like what I remember in Alaska, is very much like, did that really happen or was that a dream? Because we left when I had my 7th birthday while we were traveling, because we actually drove out of Alaska and made it a cross country trip in a car. So it took a little while. But my memory of Alaska is very foggy though. So sometimes I'm like, is my memory correct, or is this just like a weird dream that I have? Because it's so hazy, because it was before when I was like 6 and stuff. I don't have a great memory. I want to move to LA. Let's see, Karen, it rains a lot in Vancouver. I read that. Leah, Tuscan, Arizona. Ooh, Arizona. What's it like over there right now, Leah? Is it like super cold? Because Arizona's like more desert, but it's got to get cold because it's also more up north, because it's kind of like in the middle of the state, but over on the west. Karen, I need to visit you, Leah. Where was Leah? I forget. Oh, yeah, duh. I just read that. I'm sorry. In Arizona. Today actually is not too cold. The past couple of days it's been pretty cold. I think it got down to freezing. Not yesterday, but the day before last. At night it gets pretty cold, but then it warms up, so it's tolerable during the day, not too terribly bad. Oh shoot, I got some of the nail glue on the top. Celeste is in Texas. I don't know how cold it is, but it feels cold. It's rainy, windy, and I think we're in the 30s and the 20s today. It's usually humid and hot in my city. Celeste, aren't you getting like a winter storm warning or like a cold front or something coming in? I thought someone else I follow on Instagram posted something about a warning about an ice storm or a snowstorm, and it was like giving flashbacks of last year's snowstorm in Texas. Oh shoot, I need to watch what I'm doing. When like everyone lost power for all those days because there was so much snow. Hopefully it's not too bad. 30s and 40s. It's still pretty cold though. Yeesh. It's always hard on those days when it's that cold, because like my kids don't care that it's that cold, and they're like, let's go outside and play on the bikes, and I'm just like, it's so cold out. So I'll sit in like the garage as far back as I can in like a couple layers of blankets as they ride around, and I have to like convince them. That's another thing. My kids are so hot blooded, which they get. I guess their dad, my husband's mom tells me that he was super hot blooded as a kid, and I tend to be pretty hot blooded, except when I'm pregnant. I'm like freezing. But my kids are the same, and they'll go out in like 50 degrees, 40 degrees, and be like, I don't need socks, I don't need a jacket. I'm like, you gotta wear them at least for 10, 15 minutes until I see you sweating, and then you can like take off a jacket. Celeste, yes, we have a cold front. Okay, and I haven't kept up with news, so I need to check on that warning. Okay, yeah, I just read it this morning. Hopefully, it's not as bad as in the years past, or at least that maybe the city has been able to like prepare for it this year, because I know last year it took them by surprise. Leah, chilly right now. Average temps this time of year is in 60s. We had 70s last week. Can get cold in the morning. Okay, that's nice. Chilly but nice. 70s, 60s. I guess depends on also the wind. I feel like wind always has a lot to do. At least here in Florida, because it can be like what do you call it, 60s or whatnot, but no wind. And it's like, oh, this is not bad. Okay. I wasn't paying attention enough to this nail, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry, this nail. I put it on a little crooked. Oh well. Kieran, oh, it's hot in Texas. Yeah, what is the weather outside today? It's super rainy, so it's probably a bit colder than yesterday. 53. But it didn't really feel that cold. We were out for a little bit. Tovea, I think I said that right, in Canada. And it is negative 39 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, but that sounds very, very cold. Anything close to negative is freezing. Celeste, yes, last year was horrible with the power outages. So hopefully we won't have that again. Yeah, Celeste, I didn't know you were in Texas. How did you fare last year? I don't think I don't think I remember if I did ask you last year. I'm sorry, but I don't think I remember asking you last year. I didn't know you were in Texas. Did you and your family make it out okay? That was a scary time in the midst of like COVID and everything. Having that on top of it. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let me stick this on. Oh, this might be a little. We'll make it work. Yes, Kieran. It's 7 degrees here, so 37 degrees Fahrenheit. 37 degrees Fahrenheit still sounds very cold. Chrissy, in the middle of the usual, YouTube's lovely hearing you talk about your pregnancy. I just hope with you we're feeling better. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Today hasn't been the greatest day. Yesterday was better, so we'll just focus on yesterday. It was fine. It was tolerable. I got my what are these called? C bands or whatever. Trying it all because I'm up for trying anything when I'm like this. It's like I mean, it hasn't been horrible. Like I know I've mentioned before. I think Gideon was my worst. He was my second child, but I think he was my worst pregnancy because it was just like every single day without fail. Like it would take me hours to get going in the morning because I just couldn't keep anything down for the longest time, and that was like almost 2 solid months of that, and that was very depressing. So when I compare my pregnancies going forward, so Levi and this one to that, it's like you're not that bad, Katie. So when I look back at his pregnancy, it's not that bad, but sometimes I definitely get all up in my feels because it's just like I'm kind of tired of always feeling like the food's right here and just like one cough in the wrong direction or if I think about food in the wrong way, it's just like I'm gonna lose it all. But I'm okay. I'm making it. Let's see. Tobias said 38.2 degrees Fahrenheit in Canada. Oh, thank you. That's still, oh, negative. Wait, negative? I missed the negative there. That's freezing. I can't imagine living in Canada. I watch the Dad Challenge podcast. I'm blanking on his name, Josh, I think. And he's in Canada. And anytime he talks about the weather in the winter, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so cold. Brianna said, how do you use for editing and thumbnails? For my editing, I'm blanking hand. I use DaVinci Resolve. You can get, I think you can buy a version, but I just use a free version. And when you download it and set it up, you can opt to make it so that you like edit as if it were Final Cut Pro. And I love it. And it's free, like I said. So yeah, it takes a while. When I first got it, I was like, oh my goodness, so overwhelmed. It took a while, but I love it now. And like I said, it was free. So I like that. And then what was the other question? Um, sorry. Oh, thumbnails. I use Canva and I do subscribe or whatever. There's a subscription for that I pay for with Canva, but I like it. I used to use PicMonkey, and then I think PicMonkey got more expensive, and the like more of the features that I was wanting, you had to pay more for. And so I think 2 or 3 years ago, I finally switched over to Canva, and I like it. I forget how much I pay for it, but I do like it. Let's see. Wait, I lost where I was. Okay. Chrissy said it was -2 degrees last night here in the UK. Oh my goodness. That sounds cold. Is it snowing, Chrissy? Brianna, what do you use? I think, yeah, I answered that. DaVinci Resolve, which I would recommend. It just takes a little while. Like, just there's a lot of YouTubers who give really good, like, step by step, easy. I love it. And then it just takes a lot out of your computer, so you got to make sure you have enough room. So I use an old computer that's like the only thing I do on it, so that I have enough. I don't know. My computer has enough energy. I'm not very good at computers, but I just made sure like I had enough, and I was like, okay, good. This is the only thing I'll do on that old thing. Let's see. Love it. Dark eye looks on you. Thank you. Celeste said we lost power for 4 days in my household last year. It was rough because the tap water wasn't even safe at one point, but we made it out okay. Yeah, that was I mean, that's scary when it's like you can't even drink water. And if you weren't prepared and had no like bottled water in the house, because there's definitely been times that I haven't had bottled water because I'm like, I have pitchers. I can always, fill up pictures if I needed, but after 2021, I always have like a pack of bottled water just in case. Yeah, YouTube is or YouTube. Oh my gosh. The UK sounds freezing. What do I do with my? Hang on. Oh, sorry. I was looking for the nail glue. I couldn't remember where I set it down. Not as cold as Canada. Yeah, Canada sounds very cold. Kieran said it barely snows here compared to the east here in Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver it just rains, but it's bone chilled rain, so it sucks. That does. Oh my goodness, when it's rainy and cold. Ugh. I got to think that's probably like worse than snow because like I don't know, the snow is a little bit lighter. I mean, if it comes down heavy, maybe not, but snow seems like it's lighter and more airy, whereas rain just like probably cuts through any clothes and just chills you to the bone. Kieran, it went -2 last night for us though. Oh, so cold. Chrissy, nope, no snow yet. Thank goodness I don't like that stuff. That would be me. I don't like snow. Kieran, we got snow around the holidays and it was nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, see, I'm okay with like occasional snow. I told Dan, my husband, I wouldn't mind like going somewhere to see snow. But as far as living with snow, I'm like, I don't know if I could do it where people like live with it for months on end or get like snowed in with snowstorms. Like I would never leave my house because I'd be terrified of driving in the snow. That'd be me. Very true. Hello. Celeste says yes. It's always good to have bottled water and canned goods on hand just in case of an emergency. Yep, definitely 2021. I always did a little bit. I mean, growing up, my family always was, but then with us moving around a lot and me probably just being new family and whatnot, figuring out being a new wife and mother and all that, I had a little bit reserve and a little bit whatnot, but not a whole lot. Um, Hang on one sec. Let me, I think I did that. Anyway, so yeah, now I have a little bit more of like an emergency stash just in case because I didn't before. Kieran says I want to visit the UK though. Yeah, that'd be neat. I'm so bad at like being curious to like visit new places. Oh, thank you, Leah. I was trying to figure out how to do it on my end. I'm like, I've done it before in other people's lives, but here on the computer, I'm kind of lost. But yeah, I've never. I don't know. I'm so boring. My husband and I talk about traveling or whatnot, or even going and living. If we had the opportunity to live somewhere else, and I'm just like, that sounds like a lot of work to go visit or like even move there. I can't imagine. But it does sound pretty. Like if I could go somewhere without having to like pack or worry about moving my life, I would visit a lot of places. Maybe I'm just lazy. I think that's it. I'm just like, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I was very slow in seeing that. I saw his top comment. I just ignored, but then I saw the other one. I was like, okay, that's weird. We got a lot of snow this year compared to the other years. Our weather last year has been fucked. Heat wave, flooding, and a snowstorm. Whoa, heat wave, flooding, and a snowstorm. That is a crazy couple months or crazy year. Definitely a troll. Thank y'all. Yeah, that's my very first troll. How's the connection with you guys? Because I keep getting messages on the screen saying like your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. So am I disconnecting? Am I freezing? I guess I'm gonna find out later when I can look at the replay. But let me know if how it looks on y'all end and how the volume is. I didn't even ask this time because last week when I did a live, I tried on my phone and I have a very dirty phone and I still haven't like deep cleaned the screen or the speaker at the bottom. I need to do that, but I still haven't. Well, if you've seen the Nomad sneak peek part of the new palette, I've seen some sneak peeks. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for the full reveal for sure. Karen says makes Canada go gorgeous. Chrissy, connection is fine. Okay, good. I'm glad it's going okay on y'all's end. They just keep scaring me. The message pops up and then disappears and pops up and disappears, and I'm like, should I try something? Any releases you're excited about? Definitely it's blurry. It could also be my computer because I'm just using my webcam. I've thought about trying to hook up to my camera. So I was talking to Britt Clark because she does live streams like that all the time. But I don't know if I am ready to commit to all the upgrades for that. Let me see. I was gonna look at the new releases. I saw that Sydney Grace is coming out with a Valentine's release, but I'm not interested in it. But if you were curious, the colors don't do it justice here, obviously, but it's a very like mauvey brown. It's pretty for a mauvey brown palette, but doesn't excite me. Um, it's blurry. Let's see, Glam Eye Cosmetics. That blue eyeshadow is so pretty. What is it? I can't say yet. It will be in a video coming either Monday or Tuesday. Depends on how long it's going to take me to edit. I'm going to try to have the video up for Monday, my Monday upload. But if it's just taking me too long to edit, it'll be up Tuesday, hopefully. So come back on Monday or Tuesday, and it'll be a tutorial. But more than that, I'm not allowed to say. So let me just put this blue on. But I was excited with how it turned out. I feel I've been working on this video. I definitely feel in a very big funk. And maybe it's just because I don't feel like the greatest, but very kind of in a funk with coming up with fun ideas. I'm going to have to bow out here in just a second. Well, I won't get out, but I'm going to have to run off real quick to grab my water because I need some water and I did not bring it in here. But they won't get past us. Let's see, connection is fine for me, so not actually it's a collab. Is the Sydney Grace a collab? I don't think so. I think it's just for Valentine's Day. Is there a collab? Oh, I have something that I was very tempted in, but I don't think I'm gonna get. But let me run out and just grab my water so I'm not dying over here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I had to look at my pillows for a while. I sleep with like a million pillows when I'm pregnant. Okay, so the Shine by SD, I think is what the brand is called. Yeah, Shine by SD Cosmetics. And their collab with, who are they? I can't pronounce their Luisa from Bizarro. Oh my gosh. That Instagrammer. I don't know why I try. And then M. Jones. I can do that one. Her. Those two Instagrammer, Monica. Their collab, which is the As Above and So Below collection. Did you guys see that? They look really pretty, but I can't get over the price, so I don't think I'm gonna get it. Like, they look pretty, but I'm still waiting to see the So Below swatched. I don't think we've seen swatches, at least at this time. I haven't seen swatches. Maybe they just posted it, but I've seen the As Above, and they're very they're multi-chrome and they're very like dimensional, but they're very iridescent. Is that the word? Where like very light. Here is the I mean, they still look pigmented, but they're like, I don't know. Some of the swatches I see, they look very light, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to spend that much money on a shadow that like I either have to have a base on, or it's for the people who like that kind of like, wash a color topper eyeshadow look. Oh, okay. So Below, they just posted. These are the swatches for the So Below. That was the one I was curious about because that definitely had a couple more greens. It's a green to pink, like a grungy green. There's a purple to pink. Yeah, this one kind of tempts me. I don't know. Like, they look so pretty. They really do. But I don't know if I'm that type of person to think that they're worth it. I feel like some people love these type of shadows. Like, I feel like Amy Loves Makeup or Annette. I think she's tried them and likes their products. Like, they love them, and I think that they would enjoy them. But for me, I don't know. I just like really nice punchy colors and just stuff that sparkles. And if it shifts and stuff like that, sometimes it's cool, but I'm not always, I don't know, I don't care for it as much. I guess all that to say, I'm not as into the multi-chromes enough for me to spend that much money on it. So for the collection, it's a little confusing. I'm sure I'm going to get it wrong, but let me try to tell you guys how much it is. You can get them as a bundle without the palette. For each bundle without the palette is $86. A little under 77, I think, with a code. Or you can get it with the palette for $90, around 81 with a code. And you can get them both together without a palette, like just the eyeshadows, for or a little under 153 with a code. Or if you want the palette, you can get it for just under 162 with a code. I hope that makes sense. It's all on their Instagram if you want to check it out. But I just don't know if I don't know. I just don't think I would use it enough. Because I go through so many things, so many palettes and whatnot, and I'm always testing new ones. And I don't think I just appreciate those type of special shadows enough to make it worth the price for me. Even though I think they're pretty, I like both Instagram accounts. I think that's great. I'm excited for them, but I don't think I'm going to get it just because it's not that that's like insane and that I think anything was wrong. I think, like I always say, set your price for what you want, and I'll buy it if I want to. I won't if I won't, but it's just a price that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to pick it up. But I will admire from a distance, and I will watch all the videos because I do think they're pretty, and I'm sure they're going to look amazing and shifty and all that stuff. Okay, sorry, I needed. It was so. Let me see. I lost some comments. Only Nomad Cosmetics is exciting. Yeah, I'm excited for those. They're the coloring, the theme. It all looks so good. Chrissy said, I wish Sydney Grace would create a palette that Mel Thompson jokingly put together years ago. It was epic. Oh, I don't think I remember that. I will have to go look at Mel's videos. I don't remember her doing like a mock up with Sydney Grace before, but that sounds pretty. I miss Mel. I miss her videos. I didn't know her or have a personal relationship with her or anything behind the scenes, but she was just a really, really great content creator. I need to see that. Oh, Karen, it was so good. What's the title for that video? Oh, yeah. I honestly don't know. It was some years ago. If I come across it, I'll share it for you. You'll have to go search around. I'm going to shower and start my day. Oh, okay, Karen, bye. Maybe film. Oh, fun. Have fun. Bye, I'll catch up. You guys next time. Have a fabulous Thursday. Thank you. Oh, Joanne, thank you. Or it's Joan. I think I said Joanne. I think that's wrong. Hello, thank you for joining. I hope you're feeling well. I'm doing okay now. Putting on my nails always makes me feel a little bit better, a little bit more put together. And my nails are done. And I have the press-ons on. Because then it just looks a little bit like, I don't know, I did something that I couldn't do with nail polish. Okay, on to my last nail. And then when we are done and the kids can wake up. Let me make sure. I don't think I switched over. Okay. All three are still sleeping. We're doing good on time. Anyway, it's been like over a week or two since I had press-ons. It's been a little while. I always enjoy putting them back on. I just love that when I'm done with them, I can just pop them off. I don't have to like get the what do you call it, acetone out and like sit there and soak it or anything. Typically I wear my nails until they start popping off on their own, and then by the time a couple pop off, I can honestly just easily pop the others off, and so it's just easy. Chrissy, does it being distracted help with the nausea? Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Yeah, when I just sit and think about it, it's not fun. So that's kind of one of the reasons I was like, I might not be able to get 2 videos out a week just because I don't have the time during, nap times to edit, and I am not staying up as late because I have to sleep, which is, I'm such a night owl that having to go to sleep at like 8 or 9 o'clock feels like a punishment every night. So anyway, that cuts into my editing time. So it's nice to be able to jump on here and live chat because it's like, hey, I could be sitting here trying to go to sleep, maybe take a nap, thinking about how like blah I feel, or I could talk with you guys and do my nails and not focus on it. It's still there, but I'm not focusing on it, so that always helps a little bit. And I hate napping. No, sorry, no, you're okay. I got at Walmart today. Yeah, great value. The pretzels, I typed in salty sticks or salty pretzels because I just want to make sure whatever I got had like a good bit of salt. But these are like extra salty because they have a ton of salt on every one of them, and I love it. That's working very well for me right now, and I like them. So anyway, I think they're all on. Most of them are a little crooked, but hey, that's okay. Good thing I'm not a hand model. I would not make a good hand model. And I think I got glue on the top of majority of these nails because I was a little too liberal when I was pressing them. Yeah, see a couple of them. This one mainly so far. You know, that one a little bit. I got some air bubbles in there. I'm so bad at not getting air bubbles. You know, maybe I just need to squeeze them more because that one just went away. But just about got all my nails on. Again, I wish I could find out what this is called. It's got to be on here somewhere. If I stare at it long enough, do you think I'll find it? Sometimes they put them in the most randomest places. Like for the longest time, they were on the tab that you had to like peel off in order to open it. And so I finally learned to like read it before I peeled it off. But now it's not. I thought it used to be on this part of it, but now, unless it's called PO176, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know what this is called. But they're these styles. And I'm pretty sure I picked them up on the Dashing Diva website. Leah, no morning sickness with my pregnancies. 48, you guys still have a 9.5-pound baby. That's a big baby. Wow. That is a big, healthy baby. I am sore just thinking about that. Yeah. We'll see how big this one is. My daughter is so sweet. She's just turned 6 in December. And she's so much more like aware and into this pregnancy than like our last pregnancy with Levi. She was, oh gosh, a little over 2 years ago. She was a 4-ish, somewhere in there. And I remember I told her, and of course she was closer to 3 when I told her, and whatnot. And I remember a couple times during the pregnancy with Levi, I would like take her hand and like, here, feel the baby, and she'd be like, oh, okay. But I can tell this pregnancy is gonna be so different because like almost every single day she's like, Mom, can I see on your app how big the baby is? Like, how big is it now? Like, what is the size now? And I've been telling him like, oh, like the size of a blueberry it was, and I think it was a navy bean or a lentil bean the other day. But like every single day she's been asking me, what size is it? Like, well, how big is it going to be when we can feel it? How big is it going to be when its eyes can open? How big is it going to be like when they can hear? And she keeps asking me if it's going to be a girl, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I just have I have 2 apps actually I've been going back and forth with, but just an app to like show the size of the baby as the week goes, and she will just like every single night ask me all sorts of questions about it. So I'm excited to get farther along so that she can actually feel the baby. I know she's gonna love that. That's a taller Chrissy. Exactly. Anytime I know someone who has a baby and they're like, oh my goodness, so we just had our baby, 6 pounds or whatever, or 7 pounds. And I'm just like, oh, that sounds so nice and small. Like, I just like my personal hope and prayer for all my pregnancies ever since Olivia is that like my baby will be 7 pounds. And I still have not had a 7-pound baby. They just sound, I don't know, I'm sure they still feel big, but for me personally, there is a distinct difference in birthing Olivia, who was 10 pounds, and my other 2 who were 8 pounds. My husband was like, oh, like by the time you're actually pushing, I'm like, can you, like, does it matter? A couple more pounds? I'm like, it matters. It matters so much. Those 2 pounds, and if it could be 3 pounds, it could probably be even easier. Yeah, felt like having a toddler, right? So last, my mom and one of my aunts didn't have morning sickness either. I mixed mom and aunt. My aunt had 4 kids and no nausea. My mom only threw up once with my brother. I'm jealous of people who don't have nausea with pregnancy. You and me both. I have a friend right now who is pregnant, and she's like not too many weeks ahead of me, maybe a month, so like 4 weeks or something. But she's like that, like minimal nausea. She said she had a couple days of just not feeling great, kind of nausea, or just not, well, but food didn't sound good, stuff like that. But besides that, she's fine. I'm just like, that sounds nice. Chrissy, so you're having a food baby then, Katie. Blueberries, beans. Yes, everything is always equated to food. Mm-hmm. Yep. And my daughter's always like, anytime it's a new week, they'll have like a new food or whatever to relate it to. And Olivia will always be like, okay, like, do we have that? Can I see it? So the last time when it was blueberry, I think Was it 6 weeks? I can't even remember. Anyway, she was like, "Oh, can we go get blueberries so I can see how big it is?" Oh no, I think it was 7 weeks or 8 weeks. There it is. No, I was wrong. It was 7 weeks. Anyway, she was wanting to go buy blueberries so she could see how big it was because she wanted to see and like hold in her hand exactly how big it is. And I can see her being either like going into more like veterinarian type or maybe even doctor, midwifery, or something like that because she's just so fascinated on this pregnancy, on like how my body, like where the baby is and all that. Because one of these apps will show, what is it called? I always blank on the. It's not the what to expect app. Pregnancy app. It's called the. Ba, 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 ba. Gosh, I blank on so many things now. It's the thing I didn't miss about being pregnant, among other things. But the brain fog and just the there it is. Pregnancy tracker. Anyway, they'll have the show where the uterus is and how your body grows around like that, and how your body, the uterus is down here and how it changes, and it'll go through each of the weeks and show the change, and she's just like fascinated with that. And with animals, whenever we learn about animals and babies and all that, she is just always fascinated about that stuff. So I can see her growing up and being interested in something like that. She's already asked me to like be at this birth, and I'm like, huh, you're 4 or not 4. Oh my gosh, I just said she's 4. I said you're 6. Maybe we'll wait another baby or two. Why don't you get a little bit older before? I don't know. I don't want to traumatize her. Is my only thing. But she definitely wanted to be at the birth. And then when I said, oh, maybe not, Daddy and I'll talk, but maybe in another pregnancy or two, and another baby, you can be there. And she was like, okay, well, can one of my aunties, because one of my sisters are going to be at the birth, a couple of them. And so she's like, can they take pictures and I can see? And I'm like, kind of the same thing. She's like, yeah, well, I want to see you when the baby comes out. I'm like, all in good time, child. But anyway, sorry. She's super excited. Oh, I think I was going to show you guys, we were talking about new makeup releases when I got on the pregnancy and all that. Sorry. I hope this isn't boring. How long? 52 minutes. I should probably wrap it up. I feel like an hour of me just yammering about nothing is probably long enough. Yeah, my food baby. Oh, okay. I already read that. I just want to make sure I wasn't forgetting a comment. Let me see. I thought there was something else that came out today that I was like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, this is something I didn't see on Instagram. That's why I couldn't find it. ULTA. I was browsing their news section, and did you guys see this palette? It's called the Festy Bestie. I don't like the name, but let me see if I'm in this right. Okay, the lighting does not do it justice. But that's what it looks like. You can go look it up on your screen so you can actually see what it looks like. But it almost like gives me vibes of like the deeper sibling and a little bit more neutral sibling of the main stage palette that I loved last year. It gives me those vibes because it has that green in there, has that blue, but it's a lot more earthy, but still colorful. I'm intrigued, and it's on sale right now at Ulta for 11, so I might pick that up if I place an order. Chrissy, I've got to say your daughter sounds so sweet. Oh, thank you. She is super sweet. She's like a very thoughtful 6-year-old. Definitely takes after her dad. She's very thoughtful, a big thinker. Because when I tell my husband all the time, when I was 6 years old, I wasn't thinking that way or saying those things. Like she's got her daddy in her for sure. And he's a doctor, so follow her daddy's footsteps if she did go into the medical field in some capacity. But anyway, that palette really intrigues me. I might, it's good, you fuel her interest. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, maybe not this young, it was more like preteens, I guess. I was always very interested in animals and like veterinarian type stuff and like birth and stuff like that, that whole cycle of life with more animals. I don't think I was really super interested in humans. I don't remember. But I remember definitely being interested in animals. So seeing her having such an interest in it takes me back to when I was a kid. So yeah, we find age appropriate. Oh my gosh, all the YouTube videos on animals on that I can find, for her age. what's it called? If you have kids, SciShow Kids does a lot of videos for like science kind of based, but also animals for kids, and she could watch that all day. She loves it. It's good. Aaliyah, does your husband deliver your babies? No. He tells me all the time. He's like, I had to deliver babies to go through, medical school and all that. He's like, I don't ever want to do that again. He is such a neat freak. I tell him all the time, like, babe, I cannot believe you made it through medical school because he doesn't like anything icky. He doesn't like anything like that. So it's funny. Yeah. I've offered him many times, like, hey, you want to catch the baby? You want to cut the milk? Nope, nope. I've done that. Don't want to do He does not see it as like a sweet moment at all to cut the cord. Or I think he cut the cord, actually. Olivia's, did he? Or did my mom? No, I think my mom did. Yeah, he didn't even want to do that because he just has like he has some pretty gnarly stories when he was in the OB rotation or whatever in medical school. So I can't blame him. Like he had a pretty for being a neat freak like he is and just so like very anal about being clean. Like he had a pretty rough intro to delivery. So anytime it comes time to deliver kids, he's like up at my head. He's like, nope, don't want any part down there. So no, he does not. But my mom delivered and caught Olivia, Gideon, my sister. One of my sisters did. I'm pretty sure she did, right? Yeah, because I think that was her first one. And then I think she just caught it. I can't even remember. Gideon is very foggy for me for whatever reason, but I know she was there. I think she might have caught it. And then for Levi, we were here and we were with I actually got to deliver with the midwife who delivered like a lot of my mom's kids. So it was really cool because I remember going to my mom's births. She was the midwife delivering them, and I got to help deliver I think one or two of my siblings. And that was such a cool experience to then like have that memory of doing it with this midwife and then be able to go to the midwife to do my last pregnancy. She retired this past year, so I can't go to her anymore. But I at least got one baby with her, and she delivered Levi. And when Levi was delivered, my sister who had I'm pretty sure she caught Gideon. But anyway, one of my sisters helped birth him and like was able to be very hands on with my midwife, which was really cool because she was actually considering going to midwifery school at the time. So she was kind of wanting to, you know, she just wanted to shadow, and the midwife was she's always like super laid back, super cool about it. So she was like, hey, if everything's going well, and if you want to get in there and catch the baby, you absolutely can. So she got to do that. So my sisters and my mom are much more all about the like baby and catching the baby and being able to like cut the umbilical cord and all that stuff. My husband's like, I don't. So I'm like, okay, I won't traumatize you anymore. That's so typical, right? It's so funny. It's so funny. I tell him all the time. It's like it's a miracle you made it through. Like I didn't know him when he went through medical school. So, but I tell him, I was like, it would have been so funny to like know you when you're going through medical school because everything I know about you now is just like, how did you survive having to get like, I don't know, just some of the stuff you had to do, like what you have to do to go through medical school. I wouldn't want to do, and like I'm all about like I got to give birth, deliver one of my siblings. I got to cut the cord of a couple. I've been to other my mom's birth and a couple friends' births. I think it's like a fantastic and amazing experience. So I love that. But some of the stuff you gotta do to go through medical school, I'd be like, oh no, that's gross. No, thank you. So doctors are a unique breed sometimes, and my husband is definitely one of them. But yeah, he excels in other ways. He's very clean, which I'm like, hey, you got to be like that's the kind of doctor you want. You don't want a doctor who's sloppy or dirty or whatever. But yeah, so he stays up and holds my hand, which is good. I kind of like having him there to talk to me and whatnot, and kind of help when like the pushing and all that. Just have someone like I can open my eyes and be like, okay, you're a friend and not a stranger. How did you meet your husband, Chrissy? Let me see how the kids are doing. Ah, hang on, I'm on a live. My oldest just woke up, so I will do that another day. Maybe next week. Did you sleep good? Maybe next week when I get on, if I'm just gonna chat. Oh, don't get up too high. You just gotta shirt on. Say hello. You can't see anyone, but they can see you. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up, and yeah, maybe I can share that story one day. It's a bit of a longer story, but nothing too crazy. You want a pretzel? No? Okay. But anyway, yeah, that'll do it for today. It's about 1 hour. Nap time's over. Mom's break is over. We're gonna go out, straighten the house, and finish the day, right? No. Okay. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This is everyone who's here, and they said hi. She just said hi, Chrissy. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I will talk to you guys hopefully next week. If all goes well, I'll try to do another live on Thursday during nap time. But yeah, I'll just end it here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope I wasn't too boring, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.